We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing to start the drive. Way. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Pierce the intended target there, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over first.
My boy, White Dante.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So from territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
This one complete to Alec Pierce. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Alec Pierce with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Looking to throw. Way. This is the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Seahawks at 3-5, 2 games under 500. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Way. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watson on play action. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing.
Good job, young fella.
He was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down. Way. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Who the fuck is that?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Way. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oh, that's kind of foul.
25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Way. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Running right, here's Walker. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Way. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Dwayne Eskridge. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Throwing after the interception. Way. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Way. And my goodness, another interception. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. They scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Way. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Way.
Ooh,
He's got it.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Side of midfield at the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle, here's Walker. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Walker with another carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Got me a god, it's still hot at the body.
And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Way. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been abandoned.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw from his end zone. Way. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way.
The DK is not faster than you.
DK Metcalf. 98 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
To throw again on second down. Watson. That's complete to Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? You should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
Sit down, man. Look at that
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those are really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To the air yet again, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like that. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Right.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Vitamin A, which may help to increase testosterone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ginger and beets have been known to have libido-enhancing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Way. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st and 10. Way. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Way. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Way. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Way. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. That is caught at the 7. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Throwing now, Watson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down. Way. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Way. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
so for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their season is on life support somewhat now at